I posted my blog today and didn't realize what kind of impact it would make. My reality is I write mostly for myself. But in writing for myself, a middle aged woman in the messy middle of life, often other people say, "Hey, I hear you," or "Wow, that made an impact on me." So I want to do this for the non readers or for the people who prefer to watch video or listen. I want everyone to hear what I've had to say because this is a story about how perfection is a liar. So, yesterday, I caught it red handed. It was a broken Duolingo streak. For those of you who don't know, Duolingo is a language learning app and it encourages daily practice. A streak counts how many days in a row you show up and complete a lesson. This is a story about perfectionism and not the cute, high achieving kind people like to joke about. It is the exhausting kind, the kind that turns one missed day into a verdict on your worth. And I lost my Duolingo streak 193 days. Not because I quit, not because I didn't care, not because I didn't want to, but because life happened. I kept telling myself I would do it later. The next time I sat down, the next quiet moment, the next time I was not doing something important, and important, of course, usually meant for someone else. What surprised me most was how certain I had been that this would never happen. I'm a streak person. I'm a structure person. I love challenges and tracking systems and watching progress build one small step at a time. That is how I have always operated. I like things in order, always have. Books in order, TV shows in order, movies in order, or not at all. I'm going to give you an example here, okay? When each new Harry Potter book came out, I did not just read the new one. I went back and reread all of the previous books first, in order, every single time. That means I read book 1 8 times, book 2 7 times, book 3 6 times, book 4 5 times, book 5 4 times, book 6 3 times, book 7 2 times. That is how my brain works. I thrive on repetition, momentum, and clear markers of progress. Duolingo checked all of those boxes, and I was motivated. Very motivated. We're planning a trip to Europe in 2027. This trip will include visits to Austria and Germany, which, let's be honest, means beer. Ordering it, reading menus, understanding signs, not panic, smiling and pointing at things. That future version of me is sitting in a beer garden and confidently ordering what I actually want. That was part of the motivation. There is another layer to this story. I studied German for 2 years in college, over 35 years ago. I was good at it. I really was. And now I have lost almost all of it. Or at least that is the story I tell myself. Because the truth is, it's not gone, it's buried under decades of not using it, under work and kids and responsibility and putting myself last more times than I can count. Learning does not disappear, it goes dormant, which means restarting Duolingo is not starting from zero. It's waking something up. And perfection hates that idea. Perfection wants us to believe that if we ever knew something, we should still know it flawlessly. That coming back as a beginner means we failed. So when this broke, I had a choice. I could sit in disappointment and let this become evidence that I always fall short, or I could tell the truth. One day does not erase the effort. One broken streak does not cancel a future. And one pause does not mean I stopped caring. So I'm starting a new streak, starting today, not as punishment, not to prove anything, but because beginning again is also a skill. And honestly, reviewing lessons I have already completed before moving forward Feels very on brand for me anyway. After all, this is the same woman who read the first Harry Potter book 8 times before moving on. If I could do that with wizards, I could do it with beer. The goal was never perfection. The goal was practice. And practice always lets you come back. Want to practice letting mental clutter like this go? Please schedule a free 30-minute strategy session with me. I would love to explore this with you.